Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. You got the job. You are an assistant property manager in affordable housing. Congratulations, you got it. It wasn't easy. I know it wasn't easy. The interview process to become an assistant manager is getting harder and harder every year. Okay? More and more people are coming to this field. This field is getting more popular. It's hard. It's a hard field, but it's getting more known. It's getting more popular, and they're getting more and more applicants every year, and the process to even get in is getting harder and harder. Hell, I know a company out there that won't even hire you unless you know somebody in the company. Is that illegal? Of course it is. They don't care. It's a very hard process. You want to know one of the things they asked me when I was an assistant manager interview to become assistant manager? Do you have a problem working for a woman? Let that sink in. Do you have a problem working for a woman? Because chances are you're gonna be working for one. I told you in my previous video. Am I sexist? No, I'm not sexist. That's the way it is. You're not gonna change it. We just have to deal with it. Okay, so you assistant manager now. Excellent. So what are you gonna do now? Well, now you gotta learn. Okay, if you have some experience and you were assistant before and now you assistant here somewhere else, it's all kind of the same. Everywhere's got a little bit of differences, but the processes, the way that affordable housing property management is run in California is all pretty much the same. Okay, and that's why I said that you need to go to different offices and different properties and get better and better. Whether that's as assistant manager or whether that's as a manager, you're gonna get better because everywhere is pretty much the same thing, just a little bit different. Imagine how much better you would be if you got those reps in. If each property was like a rep for you, you get 20, 30 reps in, you're gonna start to learn. You know, nobody's gonna tell you anything. But in case you don't know, in case this is you're starting out, okay, congratulations, you're an assistant manager now. Go have some coffee. You drink coffee? You don't have to. I drink coffee. I like coffee personally. Me, I drink coffee in the morning. I drink coffee in the afternoon. You know, maybe you like it. Maybe it don't work for you. I don't know. That's what I do. But you need to, first of all, the first thing I would do is start getting to know the property. Ask yourself, how can I get to know the property? Start hanging around. Start walking around. Learn every nook and cranny. Learn every hiding spot. Learn every camera blind spot. Walk the property. Just hang around. This is gonna, you know, this is like your neighborhood now. This is your hood now. You're from the block. What do? You just walk around, hang around, see who's out. Remember how I told you to watch people? Learn to watch people. Learn to see who hangs around at home. Learn to see who goes to work. Learn to see what time people come back. Okay, learn to watch people. Start to get to know your property. Learn where your shutoffs are. Shut off. What is a shutoff? Water shut off. What are you gonna do if there's a flood? How are you gonna turn off the water? Yes, you can turn off the water in case you didn't know. It's a little thing, you turn it and the water turns off. You may not know this, you might. Some people this is common sense, for some people it's not. But you need to learn where those things are, okay? This is your property. You are assistant manager now. You need to act like it, and you need to act almost like a manager too. Because I'll tell you one thing, when you're assistant manager, that doesn't mean that you're the assistant. That means you are running the show. The assistant manager runs the show. Always keep that in mind. And when you go to another property and the manager's not there and the assistant manager's there, show them the fucking respect because they're running the show. Learn where your shutoffs are. If you have gas, learn where your gas shutoffs are. Okay? Learn these things. Learn where the power is at. How to shut off the power. You know you have to turn off the power in case there's an earthquake, right? You know you have to shut off the gas in case there's an earthquake, right? Learn where it's at. Okay, you should know this like this, quickly, okay? You're basically, when you come to a new property, you're basically operating in this area, okay? You're operating in this new turf, okay? You're like a soldier in a foreign land, okay? You wanna survive? You wanna survive in a foreign land? You need to learn the layout of the land, and you need to learn who the players are and who's there, and who talks and who's watching and who's out to get you. You need to learn these things, and you learn them by hanging around the property, by meeting people, talk to people, proper greeting of the day, give good customer service. That's part of it too. Always give good customer service. What's good customer service? Proper greeting of the day. Hello, talk to people. Have meaningful conversations, okay? Do what you said you're gonna do. Follow your routine. All those things will help you have good customer service. Okay, so now you know the lay of the land, you know the property, you walked around, you got in the stairwells, you know the smoking spots, you know the hideouts, you know where the trash is, you know the laundry room, you know the mail room. Do you know where the Wi-Fi hookups are? Okay, the PG&E, the AT&T, they need to go hook up somewhere and they might not know where it's at, and they might tell you something stupid like they didn't train you. You need to know where those things are at so you can help them and guide them. Okay, any vendor who comes on the property trying to do some work, you need to guide them to do the right work. Okay, remember, if the work didn't get done, it's your fault. It's not the freaking vendor's fault because they came late. It's not the freaking this person's fault because they weren't ready. It is your fault. Keep that in mind. Get to know the property. Next, get to know the office. Walk around in the office. See what's what. Look at every single paper on the wall. See what that paper is. Why was it put there? Look through every single binder in the bookshelf. See what those things are, okay? They might be useful information for you. Hell, it is useful information for you. This whole thing is your property. It's like a big ship that you're driving, okay? The captain of the ship knows everything about the ship because he's responsible for it. I know you think that, wow, it's too much for one person. How can one person learn all of this? Yes, you can. You can learn all of this. You can do all of this. You can do a lot more than what you think you are capable of, okay? You can do it. I believe in you. Just set your mind to it. Get to know the office. Start looking in the files. Open up every single file. Read every page. See what's what. See who's who. See what the complaints are at. There's always a file with complaints. See what those complaints are. It's going to give you an idea of what is really going on at this property, okay? Maybe there's some crazy shit going on at this property that you didn't know about. I worked at a property one time that they've gone through 8 managers in 1 year because it was so dangerous, okay? Did they tell me that it was that dangerous? No, of course not. They're not going to tell you. They just need to fill the spot. They're going to hire you, but they're not going to tell you, okay? You need to find that out for yourself. You need to go into the files, you need to go into the complaints folder, get on the computer that they have, start snooping around the whole computer, see what's there. Information, information, information. That is your main function as the assistant manager. You have the information, okay? When somebody from the freaking corporate office comes down here and asks you a question, you need to know the answer because you are the assistant manager. Okay, and if you don't know the answer, keep in mind that they will replace you with somebody who is ready, willing, and able to learn. Okay? Matter of fact, anytime somebody comes down from the big office, you need to report your post. You need to stand up, you say, "Good morning, ma'am or sir. My name is so-and-so. This is this property. This is this many units, this many vacancies. These are the maintenance items we're working on. There's nothing unusual to report at this time. Sir or ma'am." That's what you do. Every single time someone from the corporate office comes by, you need to report your post. And have a notebook with you too. Always have a notebook with you and always have a pencil so you can write things down. There should absolutely be no time when somebody's explaining you something, you're just sitting there, yeah, okay, yeah. No, write this shit down. I know you think you have the best memory, and you might have the best memory. Me, not so much. You maybe. Write this shit down, okay? Write it down. It's gonna help you in the long run. Remember, I'm trying to help you, okay? All the advice I'm giving you is good advice, okay? I've been doing this for 10 years. I've already made those mistakes. I've already learned those lessons. Some lessons are harder to learn than others, okay? I'm giving you the best information. I will always look out for you, okay? I will always give you the best information so that you are successful. Okay, so that you can go and you can do your job successfully and you feel good and feel proud about doing your job successfully. Okay? Start your routine. It's gonna take a while, especially if you're an assistant manager. But little by little, you'll start to notice things that you have to do every day, and you'll add those to your routine. Take your breaks, take your lunch, exercise during your lunch. Don't just go and sit and eat and just sit there on your phone. Do some reps, do some exercises, do some squats, some push-ups. Remain active, okay? Towards the end of the day, it slows down a little bit, but don't let the slowdown kill you, okay? Make that final push. Remember, the most important parts of the day are the last hour of the day when you're making that final push, and the first hour when you come in, when you have the most energy. We'll go into more depth later on. The job does not get easier. It gets harder. But you made it this far. Congratulations. And you're gonna make it farther, and I'm gonna show you how.